I'm sure you guys have a lot to talk about. We'll hang out here.
Appreciate it.
One thing, maybe try to make it quick. Sooner we get out of this cold, the better.
Sure.
You know, it may be a shack, but it's still home. Maybe try knocking. Little manners will go a long way, after all. Shit. You're getting old, Kiryu-chan.
Time will do that, Majima-san.
Kiryu-san.
A lot's happened. Guess that goes for all of us, eh?
Yeah.
Well, grab a seat. Least we can do is pour you a drink. Haven't seen you since the dissolution.
It's been 4 years already. Last I'd heard, you had a security company out in Sotenbori.
Had. And hey, look where we are now.
What about you, Kiryu-san? You doing okay these days? You don't look yourself, if I'm being honest.
Actually, that's no surprise. I've got cancer.
You what?
Okay.
Even the dragon, huh? Guess no.
Guess not.
Well, if you're short on time, might as well drink up. Doubt hell's got a good selection.
Majima-san, the man's dying for pity's sake.
It's all right, Daigo. Might be crude, but he's not wrong. Better to enjoy things while I can. Long as I'm still here, I'll keep pushing along.
Well, better not waste your time with us, then.
Fine. What happened to you? How'd you all end up here?
Who cares about us? This is no place for someone in your condition. You need to be back in the city. I'll get you a car and...
Daigo. Honestly, you'd think you'd learn by now. You think Kiryu-chan here's gonna listen to that?
It's been so long. I'd almost forgotten. Really, I suppose this is just like old times. So, you want to know what happened? Is that it? The world happened, that's what. We lost. Settle in, because this'll take a minute. Now, when we set up the company, we knew from day one there'd be risks involved. I mean, this happened right after we dissolved 2 major clans. How could there not be? We knew we'd get people's attention, especially since we were all former Yakuza.
Knowing you, I'll bet you tried to mitigate that.
Of course. Naturally, I tried to take every precaution possible beforehand. I used all our connections from both the Tojo clan and the Yomi Alliance. Talked with the media and the higher-ups. Granted, those things don't come for free. Close to 70,000 lives were on the line, and the 5-year ex-Yakuza clause would have swallowed them whole if not for that. I did what I felt was necessary.
I'm not here to tell you whether you made the right choices. There's only one thing I want to know. Where did it go wrong?
Well, things were great at the beginning. Gradual as it was, we built... plenty of businesses need protection. We had the men for the job when it came to reintegrating criminals back into society. All that said, after the first...
Something with the employees come up?
No. Online accusations. Thanks to that, all of our they even aired out the backdoor deals I'd made with the government and media.
Hang on.
The Tatara channel. Who else? And it wasn't just the deals. It was everything. They got their hands on every scandal they could find. They stretched the truth paper thin, and we ended up taking the heat.
Maybe. But even with all the stretching, we still did what we did to get ahead.
In light of that, there wasn't much we could say in our defense. Before long, our customers started leaving one after another.
Government boys washed their hands of us too. Talk about heartless.
From there, all eyes were on us. The world was watching our every move. We were at a standstill. And the company's fight, it was then word broke out among the employees.
You got former Chairman Daigo up top, and we're right there. Ain't hard to see.
Among some employees, there were even talks that we were planning all sorts of rumors. The company was in shambles, and in such short time. It's a miracle we...
Thanks to the Tatara channel, society wanted nothing to do with us. And though for their sake, we figured we ought to shove...
I see.
If we really wanted to see the Great Dissolution through, this...
I think I get what happened. Do you know Ebina of the Seiryu clan?
Yes, I know the name. 2 years ago, we got a tip that he was out looking.
2 years ago?
That's right. Ebina replaced Takabe. His name alone isn't enough to unite the Yakuza. He'd need a few poster boys.
Little did he know.
That was part of it.
The man was due for a background check. And what we found...
Ebina was raised by a single mother. But she died when he was in middle. Afterward, his family name was changed. It was Hikawa.
Hikawa?
Ebina's mother's name is Yuriko Hikawa. She's the Hikawa family patriarch's daughter.
Hikawa family? You mean Masumi Arakawa's old family? That Hikawa?
Correct. And did you know that Arakawa-san and this Yuriko...
Right. Patriarch pushed the proposal on him, I'm pretty sure.
Yes, but Arakawa-san, however, despite that fact, he couldn't just go against his own bosses, and so he kept a relationship. Now, this brings up a good question.
You don't mean...
This is all just speculation, of course. But Masumi Arakawa may in fact be Ebina's father. Ebina is around Kasuga's age, give or take.
So Kasuga and Ebina...
We told you it was...
If that's really the case, I can't imagine Arakawa would just abandon his own son.
Judging from when Ebina was born, Arakawa-san must not have known him, and after the Hikawa family all but collapsed, Yuriko gave birth without a soul knowing. From her perspective, Arakawa not only killed her father, he also abandoned her son, leaving them completely alone. I can only imagine the anger and what if...
Ebina does hold a lot of...
Exactly. So it's hard to imagine that Ebina would take up Arakawa-san's legacy. The second Great Dissolution was all...
So you guys kept your silence, and as a result, Sawashiro was chosen.
Yeah.
Yep. That about wraps it up. But hey...
That's right. I want you guys to help out. As it turns out, he's trying to fulfill Arakawa's wish too. Bringing about the second Great Dissolution. Ebina's watching him like a hawk. Like he's the Seiryu clan's prisoner. If he just had your help, Sawashiro could step up and knock him off his throne. You all started it. The second Great Dissolution should be yours to finish.
I've said it already. There's nothing we can do.
Come on. You don't have to like any of it, but at least pay attention.
Kiryu, look, they're right. We got no business in the limelight anymore. Sure, it's true we got the power to rally folks, and we can get them moving too. We join Sawashiro on stage, and we'll get the attention of every Yakuza in the country.
It's called charisma. Nobody's stupid enough to say that for themselves, but hell if it ain't true. How it goes. Slice it however you want. The dreams we ended up giving others, the Yakuza we knew was strong. That Yakuza had money. Those dreams ain't worth handing out right now. They need guys who can help them get back into the real world. No way in hell that's us.
Especially not with our recent track record. The moment we learned something was off with Ebina's history, yes, there's a chance he's taking advantage of. However, if he pulls it off, who are we to interfere?
Right. So this is how you're taking responsibility?
It is. We'll act as if we don't exist, honestly, even dead. But if we're dead and gone, our names will Kiryu-san. Are you aware of what they all say? Yeah, they act like you're some great myth if we ended up just like you. The illusions of the Yakuza life, just look at your own life. Shintaro Kazuma was everything to you.
Sawashiro would sacrifice himself to take down Ebina. But that alone won't be enough to save everyone. He's counting on your help. Fine. I'll be there for Sawashiro as best I can.